வச்சுக்கலாமா?
இந்த இதில் வந்துருச்சுன்னா நம்ம மாற்றிடுவோம். நெட் வந்து
நீங்கள் முதல்ல கொடுத்துட்டீங்கன்னா
யூடியூப் ஒர்க் ஆகுது.
ஒர்க் ஆகுங்களா?
அதுதான் யூடியூப் அந்த லிங்க் கிளிக் பண்ணி பாருங்கள்.
லென்த் மட்டும் இன்க்ரீஸ் பண்ணுங்கள்.
Yang mau kita cek nami?
லென்த் வேறு எடுத்துக்கோங்க.
Kita kau nak cek nami?
லென்த் மட்டும் எடுத்துக்கோங்க. அவ்வளோதான் இருக்கும்.
Jangan kau sanggup ni. Orang mau tak kita jadi. Ini apa? Betul helan tu orang tu lah. Orang cakap dah gitu. Kalau mau tak sih dah kelas. तो जो नहीं तो वो तीन तीन पुलिस वाले जीना है तो जो मतलब ये बहुत पुलिस की है ना यूट्यूब की फोटो दूसरी जो हमारी देखी क्या ये बोले यो है
ले ले और कस्टमर सिंपल माइंड
ये हमारी वालों बहुत पुलिस वाले हैं बहुत हां इतनी लखाई फोटो दिख रहा है हां हमारे वहां पर है पुलिस ये हमारी तो kita
இதில் அந்த ஆப்ஷன் இல்லை.
tanpa driver ke sana mau tanpa orang foto dia padahal siap lihat hai kai nanti
பீவால் கொடுத்தீங்கன்னா அட்மிட்
நான் தான் எது மேடம்? இல்லை இல்லை நான் இல்லை. விவோன்னு வரும் மேம் என்னோடது. விவோ என்னென்னா யூடியூப் லைவ் வந்து கிளியராக இருக்கும் மேடம் இந்த மொபைல் டேட்டாவோட. அனௌன்ஸ் பண்ண சொல்லுங்கள். காலர் இதை மியூட், அதாவது வீடியோவும் ஆடியோவும் மியூட் பண்ண சொல்லுங்கள்.
ஆல்ரெடி பாஸ் பண்ணேன்.
சுபந்தா
என்ன பண்ணுறது? ஒரு பாஸ் பண்ணாங்கன்னா அவ்வளோ ஆகாது. சுபகரன் பாஸ்வேர்டு
பக்கத்துலேயே நிறைய இருக்கு.
இது பண்ணுங்க. பிரேமன் க்ளோஸ் பண்ணுங்க. என்ன சொன்னீங்க?
இல்லை எல்லாமே வீடியோ ஆன் பண்ணி வச்சுட்டு இருக்காங்க. ஒரு நிமிடத்துக்கு நம்மளுக்கு சுமாராக தானே வரும்.
இது பண்ணுங்க. மைக் ஹெட்ஃபோன் சார் வந்துட்டார். ரிசோர்ஸ் பர்சன் வந்துட்டாருங்களா?
வந்துட்டாரா?
நான் சொல்லிட்டேன்னா
வேறு
சார் ஹார்ட்டி வெல்கம் சார். வாசிப் சார் ஹார்ட்டி வெல்கம். குட் மார்னிங் சார். குட் மார்னிங் சார். குட் மார்னிங் டு சார். குட் மார்னிங். Good morning. Good morning to all. Good morning to all. Please, good morning to all. Please, good morning. Good morning to all. 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 Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, sir. Dear participant, kindly mute your video as well as your audio for better bandwidth. Please kindly do it. Please kindly mute your video as well as your audio for better bandwidth. Please kindly do it. Kindly do it. Dear Bala Bharati Raja sir, kindly mute your video, sir, please. Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir. Please.
யூடியூப்பில் கேட்குது நீ பேசு.
Dear participants, kindly mute your audio as well as your video. Please kindly do it. Please kindly mute your audio as well as your video. Please. Hello. Good morning, madam. Okay. Okay. So what I want to do, please say quickly. I'm in meeting. So don't worry with the YouTube link. Okay. Have you received the YouTube link? Yeah. Okay. Are you in the WhatsApp group? Storytelling. Already that seminar was completed. Storytelling. Please, can you please call me later. Please call me later. I'm in meeting. I can understand your doubts. Please call me later. I'm in meeting. Okay. Thank you.
கால் அட்டன் பண்ண வேண்டாம் மேடம். கால் வந்தால் கட் பண்ணிட்டு தான் மேடம் ஆகணும், வேறு வழியே
பண்ணிடலாம், பிரச்சனை இல்லை மேடம். என்னோட இவர் ரிசோர்ஸ் பர்சன் வந்துட்டார். மற்ற சார்ட்டையும் நான் சொல்லிட்டேன். ரிஜிஸ்டர் ஈஸி.
ராம் கிட்ட சொல்லணும்.
ராமகிருஷ்ணன் சார்
கனெக்ஷன் கொடுத்து ராம் வாட்ஸ்அப்பில் அனுப்பிட்டேன்.
சொல்லிட்டு
ராம் கிட்ட சொல்லி ரிஜிஸ்டர் சார் கனெக்ஷன் கொடுத்து சொல்லுங்கள். அதான் அங்கே பார்த்துட்ருக்கீங்க சார் யாரும். Dear participants, video please. சொன்னாலும் கேட்க மாட்டேறாங்க. Dear participants, kindly mute your video and audio, please. Due to the network issue, please kindly mute your video and audio. Sarala Menon ma'am, please mute your video, please. $200 கொடுத்துட்டு நம்ம ஏன்னா 200 கொடுத்துட்டு நிப்பாட்டி வைப்போம்மா அவங்க வந்துருக்கோம்.
நீங்கள் ரிஜிஸ்டர் பண்ணிட்டீங்களா இல்லையா? ஆமாம், இல்லை யூடியூப்பில் வாங்க. யூடியூப்லேயே லிங்க் கொடுத்துருக்கேன் பாருங்கள் சார், அந்த லிங்க்லேயே பாருங்கள்.
மேடம் எப்படி நிப்பாட்டி போகலாம் அப்பா? ஏன்னா 210 பேர் வந்துட்டு ப்ரொஃபஸர்ஸ் எல்லாம் வரணும்.
நம்ம யாராவது ஒருத்தர் வந்து ஆக்டிவ் இருந்தால் கூட மேனேஜ் பண்ணுவோம். நீங்கள் யூஸ் பண்ணிக்கிறீங்கன்னா பார்த்துக்கோங்க.
யாரும் வரல. நீங்கள் பார்த்தீங்களா மேம்? ப்ரொஃபஸர்ஸ் யாரும் வரலன்னு
ராமகிருஷ்ணன் சார் ஜாயின் பண்ணியிருக்காரு.
வீடியோ அண்ட் ஆடியோ மியூட்டில் போட்டுகிட்டே பேசிகிட்டு இருக்கேன். Dear participant, kindly mute. Speak. Dear participant, kindly. VC sir.
அட்மிட் கொடுங்க.
சரி. Hemavati Babu ma'am, please stop the sharing ma'am.
நான் சொல்கிறேன் சார்.
ஹேமாவதி பாபு எப்போ பார்த்தாலும் ஷேர்
நோ ப்ராப்ளம் பேசுங்க டென்ஷனாக வேண்டாம்.
சார் குட் மார்னிங் சார், குட் மார்னிங், குட் மார்னிங் சார், குட் மார்னிங் சார். வாட்ஸ்அப் சார், டாக்டர் வாட்ஸ்அப் சார். அவர் வைஸ் சான்சலர் சார். சார் வராங்களா பாருங்க தம்பி, ப்ரொஃபஸர்ஸ் யாரும் வராங்களா பாருங்க. ஏன்னா 7 சீட்டு தான் இருக்கு, 7 பேர் தான் இருக்கு. இந்த ஹேமாவதி பாபு இந்த அதுதான் எடுத்து விடுங்க. எஸ் சார், எஸ் சார், எஸ் சார், எஸ். Hemavati Babu ma'am, please stop the sharing.
Don't get. Tension ஆகாதீங்க. இங்கே வாங்க மேம், இதில் வந்து மேடம் இங்கே பேசுகிறேன், மேடம் இங்கே பேசுகிறேன்.
ஹேமாவதி பாபு அவங்கள ரிமூவ் பண்ணி டெய்லி இதே வந்து
அப்படியே வந்துடுங்க சார். நீங்கள் அப்படியே உட்காருங்க, நீங்கள் அப்படியே உட்காருங்க. நான் வெறும் பேசுகிறேன் கேட்கும் போது வீடியோ
நான் உட்காருங்க.
Yes, we can start.
It's not working anymore. It's not working. Yes. பேசுங்க.
Hi participant.
வீடியோ ஆன் பண்ணிக்கலாம். வீடியோ ஆன் பண்ணிக்கலாம். So.
Good afternoon and happy International Education Day wishes to all the dignitaries and the participants. On behalf of our Tamil Nadu Teachers Education University, it's our pleasure to welcome you all for this one-day international webinar on importance of education in our daily life. We feel immense pleasure to welcome the one who encourage, motivate, support us to bring our innate potentialities and work hard towards the growth of our university. Sir, we bow down to your great effort in bringing our university to greater height. This is none other than our Vice Chancellor, Dr. N. Panjanadam, sir. In this special occasion, we feel extremely happy to welcome our most respected Registrar, Sir, Dr. V. Balakrishnan. He is the man of education. He encouraged and stimulated us to learn a lot and contribute our knowledge to the society. We welcome you to welcome our most respected Dean of Faculty, Controller of Examinations, Dr. M. Govindan sir, who work round the clock with a lot of responsibilities and work hard towards the growth. Sir. Happy to welcome our great professors and heads of the departments who are really the six pillars of our university. We welcome Professor M. Soundarajan sir, Head Department of Value Education, Professor P. Ganesan sir, Head Department of Pedagogical Sciences, Professor N. Ramakrishnan sir, Member Syndicate, Head Department of Education Technology, Professor S. Mani sir, Department of Education Planning and Administration. We feel extremely honored to welcome our resource person, Dr. Vasif M. Marriage Department, Head Department of Translation, Head of English Classroom Teacher, TEFL Specialist and Directing, Irbid National University Private Center for Translation, Jordan, who special lecture on importance of education in our daily life. It is such a great happiness to have him as a resource person to our program. On behalf of our Vice Chancellor, Registrar, Controller of Examinations, Professors, teaching and non-teaching faculty members, we welcome you, sir, for this special occasion. We welcome you all. Thank you. Our Vice Chancellor, Professor N. Panchanadam sir, to deliver inaugural address. Sir, please. Yes, sir. Yes, audible, sir.
Yes. Yes, sir. You are audible, sir.
Good afternoon, sir. சொல்லுங்க. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for giving a lot of information regarding the higher education. Thank you, sir. We feel very happy with us in this special occasion. Next, I would like to invite Dr. T. Sivasakthi Rajamal, Assistant Professor of our university, to introduce our chief guest. Please, ma'am. Okay. Yes, sir. I invite Professor Dr. S. Mani sir, Head Department of Education Planning, representative of our university, to give felicitation. Sir, please. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Audible, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for your encouragement in each and every activities. That is, you act as backbone for all the activities. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for your encouragement. Subramani, sir, shall we introduce the chief guest now? Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Yes, sir. I would like to invite Professor N. Ramakrishnan, sir, Member Syndicate and Head Department of Education Technology, Tamil Nadu Teachers Education University, to deliver the felicitation. Sir, please. Yes, sir. Please proceed, sir. Foods target. Sir, thank you, sir. Thank you so much for our valuable speech and also for the International Education Day wishes to us in this great day. Now I invite Professor I would like to invite Dr. T. Sivasakti Rajamal, Assistant Professor of our university, to introduce our chief guest. Ma'am, please.
Very good afternoon to the most respected Honorable Vice Chancellor, the most respected Registrar, the most respected Dean of Faculty, the most respected professors of Tamil Nadu Teachers University, the most respected today's eminent resource person, Dr. Rashid sir, most respected organizing committee members and associate professors, assistant professors, research scholars, educators, students, well-wishers, a warm welcome to everyone. I am very happy to introduce about resource person of today's international webinar on importance of education in our everyday life. Worship M. Maharaj is a former head of the Department of English, the head of Department of Translation, head of Department of English Classroom Teacher, DEFL Specialist and Directing Egypt National University, Jordan. He has actively participated in many conferences both in Jordan and abroad. He is a member of many associations, national and international. He was a member of many committees in the university. He was the supervisor of students, academic and educational activities in the university. He was the editor of EPIC Journal for Research and Studies. He guided 28 students in writing their MA thesis, both in linguistics and translation. He was an external examiner of 56 students' thesis discussion. He is interested in social and comparative cultural studies. He performed many voluntary works. He wrote and published many papers in national and international journals. Now he is directing a private center for translation. With these words, on behalf of the organizing team of this webinar and the authorities of Tamil Nadu Teachers Education University, we wholeheartedly welcome our eminent resource person, Dr. Rashid sir, to this international webinar. I welcome you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. It's the time to invite our eminent resource person, Dr. Vasif M. Marish Day, former Head Department of Translation, Head of English Classroom Teacher, TEFL Specialist Directing, Irbid National University, Jordan. Sir, we are very eagerly waiting for your valuable speech. We want you to throw some lights on education in our daily life. Please, sir. Sir, please proceed.
Dr. Wasif sir? Dr. Wasif sir?
You are audible, sir. Good morning, sir.
Government and to the organizing committee, all the members of the organizing committee, Dr. Sevazakti, Rajamal, and all the team who are working with her. In fact, it's not an easy job to express and to talk about education in just a few minutes, because it is, when we say education, it is life, it is our life. And not easy to summarize all these words in just a few words or a few hours. Well, when we say education, education means life, all aspects of life.
ரெண்டு தடவை போட்டிருக்கோம். ஸ்க்ரீன் எது தெரியுது மேடம்? யூடியூப்பு இதுலேயும் ரெண்டு தடவை போட்டிருக்கோம். அதான் யூடியூப் இருக்கான்னு பார்த்தேன். யூடியூப் போட்டிருக்கேன். ஓகே ஓகே, அதுதான் ஓப்பன் பண்ணி பார்த்தேன். போட்டு வாட்ஸ்அப்னு சொல்லி ஜோடனை டைட்டில்
யாருன்னு தெரியல.
டைட்டில் உங்கள்கிட்ட தானே சார் கேட்டேன். இம்பார்ட்டன்ஸ் ஆஃப் ஸ்க்ரீன்ஷாட் எடுத்து வச்சுக்கலாமா? யூடியூப் வரலையா? ஆடிட்டு வரல. யூடியூப் ப்ராசஸ் நோட் ஆடிட்டு
the more we pay effort in improving, in taking care of children at schools or at home or where. Now, important education in our everyday life. To gain respect from society, one should be educated. It is not easy to say to somebody, you should be in a good position without going to university or to school. Why are you living this humble life? You're trying to improve yourself without, how can he do that without gaining a certain amount of education? There should be education everywhere. Without education, our situation cannot be built. Society cannot be improved, cannot be changed, cannot be developed. So the main source of developing of the society is education. So education can. Creed or gender at school, at the university. When the doctor enters the classroom, the hall, he doesn't say who is from this caste or from that caste, who is from this country or from that country. Education does not know that. All people are the same. When the teacher enters the classroom, he has to keep in mind that all the students in that classroom are his responsibility. He has to take care of everyone. Education, there is equality, there is respect, no difference between the students who are inside the classroom. They are the same according to their teacher. So the importance of education for every person is to live independently and to gain. This is the free, to be respected, to be in good condition, good income, in good health, and this is the thing which all of us seek and also are looking for. And the shortest way to do this is through education. So education is a very important aspect in our life. Also, it allows to set standards of life and will provide knowledge and understand the results of wrong decisions that help to find alternative ways. Through education, we can learn. If this way is not pass, we go the other way. If you try this job, you don't find that it is satisfaction for you, you can change another way. If you find that this type of life is not suitable for you, you can change further. And all these things can be done through education. So also it will rule the uneducated persons and protect the world from the dangers caused by them and help them to improve the lifestyle by implementing laws to control them. You see, educated people who are blamed for those who are uneducated. And in the society, we have the good and bad. We have the educated and uneducated people. So we have different categories in the society. So the educated people are responsible for directing the other uneducated people. So it is their responsibility to live in a peaceful society. So there are things to be done by the educated people to improve their society. Education, when we say education, there is a teacher and there is a student. Generally, whatever the situation is, here in the photo, in this picture which we have, if you see, here is the teacher. This is it's a symbol of Plato, the Greek philosopher, and this is his student, Aristotle. So where is Plato indicating? See, his hand is indicating with the fingers, is pointing to heaven, to sky, to idealism, to ideals which are there. And where is the hand of the student? Aristotle is to the earth, to them. So these ideas which we inspire from heaven, from the sky, should be applied, should be practiced, should be used. We have to use these ideas to apply them in our society, in earth. So through the scholars, through the teachers, see how are they, where is he indicating? He's indicating to heaven, to the sky. Idealism, ideas. So teachers are not allowed to commit mistakes with the presence of their students or without presence, without they are alone. Because students imitate. You see, he is looking at the chart to his teacher, as listening and looking to him. So teachers inspire, give the ideas, the true ideas, the ideals, and to the students, and the students, both of them see carrying the books. This is the teacher with his books, and this is the student. He received the information and he has to apply the information. Somebody says, sir, this is in the past. This image was in the past, and now things are changed. No, the situation is changed. The people are changed, but the knowledge is the same. The respect is the same between the teacher and the student. The relation between the educational relation is sometimes stronger than the blood relation. The relation between the teacher and the student is very strong, because he is the one who directs, always takes care of the one who takes care of his students. Whenever any teacher who enters the classroom for the purpose of teaching, whatever the situation is, nursery school, KG, secondary school, undergraduate, university, colleges, postgraduate, the same, he's a teacher. And he has, as we said, he's inspiring, he's getting the ideas from him, from the ideals, and he gives to the students to be applied. This information should be applied here. This is, as I said, somebody said this was in the past, in the Greeks, BC, before Christ, and maybe 235 Plato. But I said no, it is the same here. A few years back, I was the head of the English department at Ebed National University. All the respect to my colleagues there who are still working there. So I was the head of the English department. So it came to my mind that I have to invite my teacher, who supervised me, who guided me in writing the dissertation, the PhD dissertation, Professor Hemlata Telezra. All the respect you, Madam, Dr. Professor Hemlata Telezra. She guided me at Amis University of Baroda. At that time, she was there. So, really, I was very happy when I sent the invitation to her, and she accepted the invitation, and she came to the university. She accepted the invitation and came and delivered a lecture at that university my students ask me, sir, but we saw that you are very happy when you introduced Professor Hemlata to us. Why is that? Why did that happen? Do you respect her as much and love her? I said, yes, she is my teacher. She is my teacher. Okay, she guided me. She received the information from the ideas, and she gave me. This is not in the BC before Christ date. This is now a few years back, and she came and attended with her presence. Although I was the head of the department, I have many students there, but I feel the same as these two persons. I was too small. I was the student, too small in front of her, in front of a great teacher. She is the great teacher. Be in good positions. And the same thing, at the same here also, I have to send all the respect to all the teachers who me, whether at school or at the university or after. All the respect also to my students who now became doctors at the university, and they are teaching now. They are directing the generation, the coming generations who are teaching at the universities now. So all see, education is a series from one generation to another, and each generation adds something new, some improvement with the knowledge with they receive. And in one of the, I'll give you another example. In one of the conferences, on the stage, I was there, and my teacher was sitting beside me. So I told the audience on the stage, today we have a distinguished session. In this session, we have 3 generations of education. These are, I pointed to my students, I said, these are my students. I am the teacher, and Dr. Selman, he is my teacher who is sitting beside me. So we are here, we are on the stage in a distinguished session. So before I finished my speech, he said, my teacher said, wait, let me ask something. Okay, yes, sir. You are most welcome. Yes, you can do. And he said, Dr. Wasif said, you are his students, and he is his teacher. I am, Dr. Salman, I am his teacher. And this one, who's been sitting by Dr. Hayratani, is my teacher, his teacher. So 4 generations at the same time. So this situation, this photo is repeated all the time. This is a proof that education is a series, not a job. It cannot stop. You cannot say that I'm teacher, all go do this job and go back and it's finished. No, education is a series. The transfer from one generation to generation, and through this the derivation, each generation adds something new to the source of knowledge. All respect and all my prayers, all my teachers, Professor Blata, Terizra, all the respect to you, madam. I always pray for life, to give you all the long life with the best of health, without any pain or disease, and to always to be in a good health and wealth. Here we say, and this picture is also repeated, and it is, education is a message all of us are responsible for improving and adding something new to it. Now, education must be functional. When we enter the classroom, we have to feel as teachers that all our students, all the students in the classroom are our own responsibility. And we should feel, and should give them knowledge, all the knowledge that we have in our minds and we gathered according to our ability to give to our students. Now, what harms the candle? What harms the candle if we light 100 candles from this candle? Here we have one light. But if we add 100 of candles, if we light 100 of candles from our candle, we have 100 lights, and the power of light is doubled 100 times. This is the concept of education which we should have as teachers when we go to the place where we are teaching. So be as a candle. Teacher is a candle who has to light the world, and each one shares in lighting this candle, the light of knowledge. We have to spread knowledge, and we direct the societies, each one in his own place, to make all the cities and the result is all the world will live in a peaceful life, educated life, with good knowledge. We direct. Do not blame the others. Once somebody asked a Japanese wise man. He said to him, "Sir, how did you reach this good position of advanced technology, advanced in everything? What's the reason for that? And how can we become like you and develop an advanced situation?" So that Japanese wise man said, "How is the position of the teacher in your society? Is he in a good position? Does he have a good income? Is he respected in the society? If you want to improve your society, take care of the teacher. Improve their position." When I say the teacher, I mean anyone who shares in the process of education, whatever his position is. Nursery school, KG, elementary, secondary schools, colleges, university, undergraduate, postgraduate, all these are teachers. So the teachers, he said, improve the position, the situation of the teacher, and support him with good income, and then you will be better than the Japanese situation. You will be very developed and advanced in your situation. So here we continue. What is the use of education if we use educated person who has high certificate in education, and after eating a sandwich he can throw the paper the paper which is covered that sandwich on the street, or he throws the can of the juice drink or soft drink in the rubbish. The same here. Here we are educated, we inspire education, and after getting the knowledge, now we have to apply this knowledge. We have to have used this knowledge which we learned from our ancestors. So getting use of knowledge. So we have to use them, otherwise it is philosophy. If you do not use the knowledge which we gather, which we know, which we learn, well, it becomes a philosophy. And philosophy has nothing to do with there are ideas in our personal mind. We have to use. So it cannot be, and work cannot be done without knowledge. You have to learn and then to apply things which we learned in our everyday life and to apply it in our societies. So we can say that it is good to be an educated person who reads and writes, but at the same time he should apply his knowledge to serve the people who live within him in the same society. They have to get the benefit of his knowledge, otherwise they become only ideas. Education important for children, yes, because they are the future of the world. In every society, when I say the world, every society, they are children, and every society is responsible for creating and taking care of of the children who live in that society. We should include the past generation values and carry them to with the huge current innovation. Our ancestors, our teachers who taught us, they gave us the knowledge they have. But when we receive, we have to send. We do have to send to convey this knowledge to the new generation. Here I mentioned my teacher, my respected teacher, Professor Himdat Al-Izra, in the just 1 month ago, well, not 2 months, 1 month, around 1 month, 1.5 ago, there was a webinar, international webinar. So there, a baby shared with that webinar. She was attending the webinar with the laptop, and somebody caught a picture and sent it to one of the participants there. Really, she thanked that baby, and she wished her that this is the new generation which carry the message of education, and she will develop. After some time, this baby will be something in the future, and she thanked her. So all the thanks to you, my teacher, my respected teacher, Professor Hamdata. So the children will stand out as the future leaders to develop the nation from all issues and how they are starting to grow. The children are our leaders in the future. When we say children, all jobs, all professions which are there in society were at school. They were children, and when they grow up, everyone goes to a certain interest. The pilot, he was a children. The police officer was a children. The minister was children. The university teacher, the merchant, everyone was there at school. So if we treat him well, if we pay much interest in creating him and giving him knowledge, at that time we gather the crops which we plant in our plant. Then, education in childhood. Education is necessary at childhood stage. Yes, the education starts from birth to death. From the birth, the children start gathering and grasping through their ears, hearing and looking, hearing, and they learn. So it is necessary, and we're necessary to know how to direct them from their childhood. It gives them experience and confidence to face the outside world. If you want to send your son or daughter to the shop beside you, which is very near to you, you ask them, do this, do that, take care of the money that you have. Ask them about the price, take that same amount which you want. So education gives experience to the children, and after some time he had self-confidence, he knows what to do. Want to be in the future, and he continues. Also, children have to find the children's interests, and accordingly have to provide education. When we say children education and interest, after a certain stage at school, the child has the students have to be divided into. Some of them go to academic, some of them go to vocational studies, some to nursery school, some to study, and then when they go to university, some studies literature, some studies philosophy, some studies education, some studies medicine, engineering. So when we direct the children from their early age when they are at school. Our responsibility. We are educationists. It is our job, our mission to direct the new generation. So then also we have the role of education in our life doesn't only mean to give bookish knowledge of students. We have to ask the student to maybe go for journey, go for a trip and learn from the outside, learn from the meetings, learn from the places, the place where they go to play, with the people whom they meet. So the education is not limited to classroom. No, we can take the student outside to nature, and then we teach them there. See, what is there? What are the animals there? See, what are the birds? What type of birds? What are the trees that you see there? So what is describe the atmosphere. Describe that. Teach them many things outside. So education is a wide umbrella, and everything comes under that umbrella, which is called education. So the mental status of children before joining the school will be different. You are the one, the parents, the mother, the father. The house plays a big role in directing the students before they go to school. And also, they will start analyzing, questioning, reasoning for every task. When we in the age of 2 and 3, the father and mother get bored from the questions that the child is starting. What is this? Who created this? From where did you do this? How can we do this? How can we do that? Who brought that? And then the father and mother get bored. Okay, stop asking questions. You caused me a headache. Okay, in the future you will learn. Who will teach him? See? So this is a chance for the because he's learning and storing in his mind. So afterwards he tries to recall the ideas which you answered his questions. He answered questions, and the more serious and the more honest in your answering these questions, you are forming the ideas that he has. So his mind is a white sheet, and you write, the parents, the mother and the father start writing on that white sheet. Afterwards, they prepare the child to go to school, where the teacher starts his mission, his job in improving and writing on that sheet. So children start building goals. If the child is joined in a school, he will start learning, playing, and enjoying his friends. Through playing, even through playing, he learns from his friends, from colleagues in the classroom. We can teach, teachers can teach by playing. But we sing with the children, especially in the KG and the elementary stage. Students like to sing, so we sing with the children at school. So we sing with them. We want to teach them 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2. Where am I? Where I say the students start jumping and singing and joining right there. So it's a chance. It is a place where the students learn. So outside the classroom, even inside and outside with their friends, they can play things. Now, while playing, the child will understand what is the logic to win, and with this way, they start building goals in the stage. So I make a puzzle. The teacher is doing, or the children are doing a puzzle. So I have to think, how can I win? And I give the prize, how to be the first from the group in which I am playing. So this gives him an idea in the future how to improve myself, how to be the first, how to win things, how to build goals, how to in order to achieve certain things which I have in my mind. So the parents should not judge their children's knowledge and elegance on their grades. If you have an active child Always he is active, always thinking and doing and playing, a very active person, and his grades are acceptable. Acceptable. 80, 90, 80, 75, 80, 85. We don't say that our children are not so good. They are lazy. They do not have much knowledge. But yeah, they have 80. Great. They achieved 80. But do not forget their intelligence that they have. If you give the child, this small child, a iPad or a laptop and ask them to do something, he does it perfectly. But that one who got it, maybe not the same. Maybe he doesn't have the same new type of technology. So having grades is not a measure to say that this one is better than the other one. Now, it is important that they are aware of the purpose of education, and now it was in a real life. They start maintaining a structure of life. Okay, from the beginning, the purpose of education is to improve our life, to apply the knowledge which we have to our everyday life in the society. So, education is also important to the children, to the people, and the result it is important to society. For modern society, education is very important. How is it? We always, and especially in technology, world of technology, we are going developing fast, rapidly. Today we have certain program in the computer. Only few weeks, few months, they say no, this one becomes old. If you send your laptop or mobile to buy it today, you go after 3 or 4 months, oh, this is new. This one should be updated. This program should be updated. It's going rapidly. So education is the one source that improves the developing, the updating of knowledge. Through education, we can do everything. So education is our life. There is now here one can teach culture, and education is the right process of transforming the culture to modern society. Now that happens in when the people interact with each other. And people from different cultures interact with each other through education. They can introduce each other, relate with each other. They can, with the cooperation, we're dealing with good relations with societies and between countries. I don't know, possible to have, I don't know about the right time. The admin. Hello. 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 Hello.
Sir, yes, sir. Sir,
Yeah, do I have, how many minutes should I have?
sir, the time is almost over,
Hello.
sir. Sir, sir, the time is almost
Do I
over.
have time, more time?
Um,
Should I go ahead?
yes, sir, you can go ahead. For 10 minutes, you can go ahead.
10 minutes. Okay, thank
Okay,
you,
sir.
thank you.
Thank you,
Very
sir.
kind of you. So these days, students are influenced by some of the bad events that are happening around the world. Students, of course, modern technology now sometimes come out of control. So by education, we have to direct good use of of modern technology, especially when the internet is open now, and it's not easy to control everything. But with new programs of modern technology, we can do that. And of course, this is important. Education plays a good role. Also, education helps to bring productive results. But over here we say that knowledge the investment of knowledge gives the society healthy protection from all the bad things which are surrounding the new generations. Education is important to the country since it is to the individual, then it's reflected to the family. After that, it reflects in the society, and then it's reflected on all the people who live in the country, and the result is the development of the whole country. Also, it helps in creating better society to live in, becoming respectable to give a survive society. Education, it is an opportunity to learn different languages in education, in addition to the mother tongue. And if we learn the different languages, it's easy for us to communicate with all people. Now, some of the respected scholars who are attending this webinar doesn't know my language, and I do not know their language. But now we are communicating how? By learning another language. So learning a language, and it is the result from education. So through education, we learn language to enable us to communicate. Although we without it, it's impossible to communicate. So education, this is one of the benefits of education. Education guides us to develop a good citizen in the society. Yes, here the one who receives good education will be a good citizen and respected, and the result is the society, all the society will be respected. Also, it will make us know what may cause danger to others and to make us aware of that. Then comfortable stable society life, because when we are become educated, our life will be stable and it will be improved, and people will understand each other better than without having the education. Then it gives us people to think in education and to be in good position to fulfill the things that they dream of. You can achieve all the things to become a successful people in our places where we live or where we stay or where we work. So by education, it can improve everything. Then the person who needs a life with safety and security, then he or she needs to understand the values of education that has a daily life. Also, the person who received a good source or good sum of education, he uses it in his everyday life and becomes, of course, better situation. Equality in the classroom, the children to go to school to learn, and if there is equality at school with the children, then it is reflected in the society, and the result of all the society, in every society, people are the same. People have the same rights, the same jobs, the same interest. Then the education, of course, gives much self-confidence to all the people, the educated people, who have a stable life and stable work. Of course, also sometimes we are aware of things that create certain level of change in life, but it's vital for the person who needs to improve himself. He could just improve his education. And education, when does it start and end? They said that a mother shakes the cradle with her right hand and shakes the world with her left hand. Because students of today, children of today, leaders of tomorrow. So the way the mother teaches her, behaves with her child, this is the way that she is directing the society and directing the world. Directing the society, because this is the source. She is the source of knowledge. and starts from the cradle. Since it's a baby, very small baby, the mother starts giving him, directing him, do this, do that, and then this is better, this is good, better, and then this is best, until you goes to the child goes to the school and after to university. So knowledge is only by learning we learn, and we have to see good things, and we have to prevent ourselves from seeking the evil things. And then knowledge and action. Of course, we have to involve the knowledge which we have around action. I'm going Arabic because of the short of time. And the conclusion, in every society, one should have knowledge, and each one has his right and laws of regulation. Knowledge should be, of course, spread all over the society, and to educated society, each one, it is responsibility to each one of us, the teachers, the parents, the mother and father, the teacher, everyone who's living with you. Of course, it is a long, as said, it is a long field of, it is a long field, and it is, of course, not easy to conclude everything in just a few minutes. Just to say thank you to all those respected people who attended, who listened to me, give me their life, their time to attend the session. Thank you very much for the organizing committee and our work in the field of education. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for your valuable and inspiring speech. You have enlightened us with a lot of information, sir, regarding the importance of education in our everyday life. Thank you so much for your presence. Now, I would like to invite our assistant professor, Dr. P. Subramanian, to deliver vote of thanks. Subramanian, sir?
May I audible, madam?
Yes, you are audible.
Yeah, ma'am, yeah. May I audible,
yes.
ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes, sir.
So, we, the organizing team of international webinar on importance of education in our everyday life. So, deem it a great privilege and honor to propose a hearty vote of thanks. At the outset, I would like to thank our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor N. Panchanadam, sir. He is always motivating us to do a lot of programs during this pandemic period. So, under the able leadership and guidance of our Honorable Vice Chancellor, our university, Tamil Nadu Teachers Education University, is purely meant for teacher education program, is moving towards excellence. So, on behalf of the organizing team, we wholeheartedly thank to our Honorable Vice Chancellor. Thank you so much, sir. And I must thank the most respected registrar, the dynamic professor of our university, Professor V. Baladarshan, sir, for giving the necessary permission to organize this international webinar. Thank you so much, sir. And I must thank the Controller of Examinations of our university, Dean of Faculty of our university, Professor and Head of Department of Educational Psychology of Tamil Nadu Teachers Education University, Professor M. Govindan, sir. He is known for his hard work. He is known for his sincerity and dedication to his job. Under his team, with his team, he has successfully completed the online theory as well as the practical examination for more than 700 colleges of education that are affiliated to Tamil Nadu Teachers Education University. Thank you so much, sir, for accepting our invitation to give the felicitation address. Thank you so much, sir. And I must thank the Professor M. Soundarajan, sir, of Department of Value Education, and Professor P. Ganesan, sir, of Department of Pedagogical Sciences for their continuous support and encouragement. And I must thank the professor and the member syndicate, Professor N. Ramakrishnan, sir, for his beautiful felicitation address in this international webinar. Thank you so much, sir. And I must thank the IKSC Director of Tamil Nadu Teachers Education University and Tamil Nadu Representative SRC and CTE, Professor S. Mani, sir, for his words of appreciation and his encouragement. Thank you so much, sir. And I must thank the vibrant resource person of this international webinar. Without him, this webinar is not a successful one. Thank you so much, sir. Dr. Wasim Marasbi, sir. The former head English department, head of the Department of Translation, head of English classroom teacher. He is holding so many
Thank you.
credentials in
Thank you,
this
sir.
craft. Thank you, sir. Sir, you have done a very great job, sir, and we are privileged to have you, sir, in our international webinar. Thank you, sir, for accepting our invitation to share your valuable ideas to the stakeholders. On behalf of the organizing team, on behalf of the authorities of Tamil Nadu Teachers Education University, we wholeheartedly thank you, sir, for the presentation. Thank you, sir. We are grateful to you, sir. Thank you. And I must thank the vibrant.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. I must thank the vibrant organizing secretaries of this webinar. Without them, this webinar is not possible. Dr. T. Sivasakti Rajamal, the vibrant coordinator of Center for Capacity Building Programs for School Teachers of Tamil Nadu Teachers Education University, and Dr. C. Jayanti, one of the deputy controller of Tamil Nadu Teachers Education University, for their wonderful contribution towards the successful completion of this webinar. Thank you, madam. Thank you, Sri Sakti madam. Thank you, Jayanti madam. And I must thank all the associate professors and assistant professors of Tamil Nadu Teachers Education University for their continuous support towards organizing series of webinars during this pandemic period. I must thank all the deputy registrar, assistant registers, and non-teaching friends of Tamil Nadu Teachers Education University for their wonderful cooperation. Last but not least, I must thank all the participants. The successful completion of any webinar depends upon the participation, active participation of the participants. So we are very grateful. Thank you all dear participants. Because of you only, because of the participant only, this program will be a grand successful one.
Thank you so much.
A very grateful day in the memory of in the history of Tamil Nadu Teachers Education University. Thank you all. If I have missed anyone's name, it's not intentional. Kindly excuse me. Once again, I thank one and all gathered here. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Subramanian, sir. And Sivasakti madam.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Dr. Vasat, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Hemalata ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you
Dr.
Thank you so much from the
Thank you,
Yeah.
Dr.
bottom of my
Thank
heart.
you, madam.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sivasakti madam.
Thank you. Ma'am,
Dear participants, kindly fill the feedback form in the chat box. Based on this, we will send the certificate link form, and you will receive your certificate within 2 to 3 working days. Thank you so much.
Ma'am, in which chat box we have to fill the feedback form?
In this session, we have the chat box, no? The next to the participants, we have the chat box. In that, we have given
Okay.
feedback link. You can access through that.
Okay, fine, ma'am. Okay, fine, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
thank you all the participants. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Sivasakti madam.
Mute பண்ணியாச்சு.
நான் சூப்பர் ஞாபகம் நீ எடுத்து தான் அதை பண்ண நினைச்சேன்.
சார் நெட் ஒர்க் ஆகலை சார், அதான் உங்கள் கால் எடுக்க முடியல.
வரல எனக்குலேயே தான் ஓப்பன் ஆகலை.
மொபைல் அதனால தான் சார் உங்கள் கால் என்னால் எடுக்க முடியல.
வரல சார். இதோ இருக்க வச்சு மேனேஜ் பண்ணிட்டோம் சார். வாட் ஆர் தேங்க்ஸ் ஓகே ஆகுது.
சூப்பர் சாப்பிட்றா நெட்டு வாங்க சொல்ல சார்.
ரெக்கார்டே பண்ண மாட்டேன்.
ரெக்கார்ட் பண்ணா உங்களுக்கு
கெஸ்ட்டுக்கு யாரு? கெஸ்ட் யாருங்க?
கெஸ்ட் வந்து இது சார் நம்ம ஜோர்டன்
லிங்க்
ஜோர்டன் இர்பிட் யூனிவர்சிட்டியோட ஜோர்டன் ப்ரொஃபசர் வாசித் மராஸ்தி ஏற்கனவே கெஸ்ட் நல்ல பெஸ்ட்
ரெக்கார்டிங் நான் பார்த்தேன். நான் ஏன் ரெக்கார்டிங் கொடுக்கணும்னா இந்த டேட்டாவுக்கு ரெக்கார்ட் பண்ணால் உங்களுக்கு டேட்டா சீக்கிரம் இதுவாகிடும்.
இப்போ நான் இதே அனுப்பிச்சிட்டேன்.
என்னுடைய மெயிலுக்கு அனுப்பிவிட்டீங்களா? அந்த மெயிலுக்கு
இல்லை, கொடுத்த
அனுப்பி
மெயில்
ஒன்று வந்துருக்கு சார், பார்த்தேன்.
பிரிண்டு
என்ன சார்?
பிரிண்ட் எடுத்துருங்க.
நான் பார்த்துக்கிறேன் சார். உங்கள் மெயில் வேணுமா?